Welcome to Regal Lanes in Warren for a very special edition of Bowling Showcase, the only show to connect you with everything bowling in the bowling capital of the world, Metro Detroit. I'm your host, Mark Martin, and with me is my co-host, Stephanie Penxa. Hi, Stephanie.
Hey, Mark. I am so excited. I've been looking forward to this particular show for a while now. You at home are in for a unique, entertaining, and flat-out fun episode of Bowling Showcase. I can hardly wait.
Now, we're calling this special episode of Bowling Showcase the Battle of Champions. I like the sound of that.
Me too. We thought we'd do something special to kick off the 2016-17 MDUSBC tournament season, inviting 7 of last year's tournament winners to come here today and participate in the special television event.
Okay, let's get to it. First, I'd like to thank our host center for this month's show, Regal Lanes in Warren.
And later on in the show, we'll take a peek around this center and learn a little bit more about all they have to offer. Okay, Mark, now it's time to tell our viewers at home about our special Battle of Champions.
Okay, so here's what's going to happen. On today's show, 7 of last year's winners, 3 male and 4 female, will be facing off head-to-head in the Bowling Showcase Battle of Champions. We'll have 2 divisions, male and female, determining a qualifier for each. But there's a twist. Each bowler will bowl 1 ball against the others in their division. Whatever they knock down, that's their score. The low pin count plus the ties, they're gone, eliminated, and the others will bowl until a qualifier is determined. The 2 of them will then face off in a 3-ball total pins championship match.
What a lot of fun. I'm ready if you are, Mark.
I'm going to make my way down to the lanes, get a little closer to the action, while Stephanie tells you a little bit about tonight's participants.
Okay, first off, the 4 women's champions from the 2016 season will start off. They are Women's Series Cup champion Julie Ochepik.
Winning the Metro Detroit USBC Women's Series Cup meant so much to me, mainly because I did not win a title throughout the season, and so I had to be very consistent from month to month to month. It was a close race, and I'm just thrilled that I was able to capture that title. I think my chances are good. We do have a lot of, again, talented people here today, so it's kind of a different environment, and it'll be fun.
Queen's champion Shannon ROWE.
Winning the Queen's event this year meant the world to me. This was the first major competition that I've done locally, and it just excited a whole new avenue of bowling for me. It reminded me of when I was in the youth league, when we competed in those tournaments, when it was just about bowling, and it just got me excited about bowling again. My strategy is just to make sure I execute properly, staying down, staying behind the ball, and just giving my all so that I don't have to worry about any regrets like, oh, I wish I had stayed down or put a little bit more speed. Just executing properly, and then whatever happens, happens. I'm quite sure I can get it straight.
Senior Queen's champion Sandra Schultz.
Well, Mark, winning the Senior Queens to me meant a lot. I have won other tournaments through my career, but as I'm getting older, the newer tournaments, newer format, different players is important. So every tournament I compete in, every tournament I win is a different type of satisfaction. We used to play a little bit of this best ball out kind of thing late at night when the bowling center was closed. So it's been a long time, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
And Junior Masters champion BREEN.
Well, winning the Junior Masters last year, it really meant a great deal just because I do MJMA and I do high school, and you always get close to winning. It was just nice to win something of that significance. So it was really fun too. So I was really happy I won. Just keeping calm, bowling is just about taking one step at a time, and I think this will really show who's the best because just one shot. So I think my chances are pretty good. I mean, I feel confident today, so hope I can translate that on the lanes today.
Good luck, ladies, and let's get started. Take it away, Mark.
So MADCHEN Breen's up to bowl now. She's going to throw her 1 ball. MADCHEN was our Junior Masters girls champion this past year. MADCHEN gets 8. This is round 1 competition. Sandy Schultz, our Senior Queens champion. There's our first strike of the day. our Women's Series Cup champion, Julio Chepik. A little wide. Oh, 7 count. And now Shannon Rowe, our reigning Queens champion. And a 9 count. Threw a 9 count in the first round. Now we're in round 2 with 3 ladies left. Once again, our reigning Queens champion, Shannon Rowe. And a 9 count in this round. Okay, so MADCHEN, who's our Junior Masters Girls champion. And another 9 count. In this scenario, if Sandy were to throw a strike here, and the competition would be over, and Sandy would be the qualifier. Sandy shoots 9. All 3 ladies had 9, so now we're going to round 3 with all 3 still alive. Shannon Rowe, once again, our reigning Queens champion. No doubt about that one. Strike for Shannon. Oh, 9 count. Strike here and she'd move on. Anything less than that and she'd be eliminated. And a 9 count. So our champion, our qualifier for the ladies is Shannon with the strike. Congratulations to Shannon Rowe.
What an exciting round for the women bowlers. And now we have a champion on their side. Congratulations to Shannon Rowe, who beat out the other women bowlers. Now Shannon will move on to face the winner on the men's side. And who will that be? You'll have to stay tuned to find out when we return with more Bowling Showcase.
Owning and operating a bowling center is a unique business, and no one knows it like Sandy Hansel and Associates. We've been buying, selling, and valuing bowling centers for over 30 years. We've sold over 500 centers and valued more than 1,200 centers throughout the United States and Canada. We often assist the purchaser in securing financing, obtaining your liquor license transfer, and avoiding potential pitfalls unique to this business. Trust your next bowling center transaction to Sandy Hansel and Associates, bowling's only full-service broker, appraiser, and financial advisors. Visit us at sandyhansel.com. Metro Detroit USBC, your source for everything bowling in the bowling capital of the world. We support USBC certified league and tournament competition. We provide 11 tournaments for all members of our association, including men, women, youth, seniors, scratch, and handicap competition. The top reasons for belonging to the Metro Detroit USBC are having your average recognized, bonding of league funds, rules of the game, assistance in resolving league issues, equipment standards of the game, charities, and awards. Visit us at mdusbc.com.
Welcome back to this special edition of Bowling Showcase, the Battle of Champions. Next up, it's the men's turn to battle it out. They are Senior Masters champion Terry Bielkowski.
Winning the Senior Masters at first didn't mean that much. It was a nice big tournament I won, and especially with the people I bowled with. We had a lot of Hall of Famers, good bowlers in Michigan, and end up winning it. My first words out of my mouth was, "You gotta be kidding." Now I'm finding out it is a big deal. I'm glad to win it, and I can't wait till next year. Oh, my chances are pretty good. I brought the ball I won the Senior Masters with, so hopefully it'll do the job.
Super Senior Masters champion George Humphrey.
Well, winning the Super Senior Masters meant a lot. Again, bowling against guys that I had always looked up to and respected, and were the best in my eyes. To have won bowling against those guys, it just means a lot. I mean, like I said before, just humbled and blessed. I mean, really, just try to make a good shot. If that doesn't work, I guess arm wrestling. I don't know.
And Masters champion John Nolen.
Winning the Masters for me was, it's about as big a thing as you can do in this area. It's one tournament that was a bucket list item for me. You got to have some good fortune and some good bowling, and all tying together at the same time to be standing alone at the end of the week, that's for sure. Me? Whew. I don't know. I'd say it's a coin flip. Anything can happen with one shot. It'll be interesting.
Let's get right back to the action.
George is our reigning Super Senior Masters champion, and been battling a little physical ailment, and will be defending his title next month. And a 9 count for George. So now our reigning Masters champion, John Nolen, is our next competitor. Okay, strike for John. Now the situation is Terry needs to strike to continue on with the competition. Anything less than that, and he either could be eliminated or the competition could be over if he gets a 9. Yeah, there's a strike. So strikes by Terry and John, and George is eliminated. Terry, once again, our Senior Masters champion. A little wide. Oh, 4-9 split, got an 8 count. Okay, now, John, anything better than 8, he wins. If he gets 8, they bowl again. Anything less than 8, and he would be eliminated. So, and a strike by John. So this competition's now over. John is the qualifier for the men. Going to come up against Shannon right after these messages, and right back to you, Stephanie.
There you have it. With John Nolen's win in the men's battle round, the stage is set for the finals. With his win, he'll now face Shannon ROWE in the final rounds and see who can claim the prize of the Ultimate Champion. It's going to be a whole lot of fun watching these two square off. But before that thrilling finale, we have a lot more to show you, including MDUSBC upcoming events, bowling IQ, and a special peek around our host center. It's all coming up next on Bowling Showcase.
DeCarlo's Banquet Center in Warren is one of the finest full-service catering centers in Southeast Michigan with 7 banquet rooms. It's the perfect place to host your next event. We're known for offering great food and exceptional customer service along with affordable prices. From birthday and graduation parties to weddings, showers, corporate and church events, we provide elegance you can afford and the flexibility to meet all your needs. Our menus start at just $9.75 per person. Call DeCarlo's Banquet Center today to schedule your next special occasion.
The Bowling Centers Association of Michigan is a nonprofit trade organization that protects, promotes, and advances the interest of its members and member centers. It is the only association in Michigan affiliated with the Bowling Proprietors Association of America. Benefits include group purchasing programs, tournaments, annual convention and trade show, education seminars, and legislative representation. Interested in becoming a member? Contact Ken Prokopek at 630-235-7794 or visit mibowl.com for more information. The Michigan State USBC Women's Bowling Association provides recognition and tournament competition to all levels of women bowlers. Competition include Women's State Tournament, this year in Bay City, State Queens in Holly, and the Midwestern Women's Tournament in Dayton, Ohio. Recognition includes First Time 300 game, and first-time 600, 700, and 800 series. Visit MichiganWBA.com for entries for these tournaments and more information on women's bowling.
Welcome back. We hope you're enjoying this special edition of Bowling Showcase, the Battle of Champions. We'll get to the finals soon, but first, Mark has a special guest to tell us all about our host center for tonight's show, Regal Lanes in Warren.
Regal Lanes, what an amazing thing. This is no longer your Ma and Pa's bowling center. Tell us a little bit about it.
No, it sure isn't, Mark. You know, we've come a long way. Our owners, Mike and Paul Straitmans, have done a great job here. $500,000 renovation is what we're standing in right now. This bar is the heart of Regal Lanes. You know, back in the day, this used to be closed in like a cave almost. And now with the walls down, I can't even imagine what it used to look like before. Everything happens here. We watch sporting events. We have major fundraisers. People like to sit in here and watch the action on the lanes. Privatized party area for all different types of groups and fundraisers. Even birthdays for children and adults. 24 hours birthday coordinating. You're no longer at the mercy of when the center is open. It's at your leisure to book events. We do an awful lot here.
Well, let's go find the rest of your center and look around at it. How's that
Let's take
sound?
a look.
So Shane, what's going on at this end of the building? You got a nice party room here. So tell me a little bit about it.
Well, Mark, we've done everything here from weddings to baby showers, graduation parties, fundraisers to 200 to 300 people down to the smaller scale, 50, 60. This end with the privacy wall just kind of gives everybody a little separation from the center, makes everybody feel very comfortable and very much at home.
Hey, so what else you got going on at this end of the building?
Well, we got this giant bar that's been completely renovated that's hosts part of these parties as well. Let's go take a look at it.
You bet. Oh my goodness, Shane, what a great room this is. What kind of things do you do in here besides just a regular bar?
Well, it's anything but regular, that's for sure. Everything from our community table to being able to house 120, 150 people in here. We do a little bit of everything. You got your own private restroom, even having your own karaoke room to do some singing and dancing.
So the karaoke room, doing your own singing and dancing, that way nobody else, you don't have to be embarrassed?
That's right. That's absolutely right. I don't go in there, so.
Okay, so what about your food service here? What kind of menu do you offer?
Well, with my restaurant background, we've done a lot with the menu. We hand make everything. Nothing's frozen here. We slice our own potato chips, we hand bread our own mozzarella sticks, and we hand bread our own spicy cheese balls. We also make our pizza from scratch, dough made fresh every day.
Very good. You know, what an amazing change from what it was before, and what a tribute to your ownership for making that financial commitment to turn this into what it is today. Congratulations.
Thanks a lot, Mark. Appreciate it.
All right.
Thanks, Mark, and a big thank you to Regal Lanes. Now it's time to boost your bowling IQ with Metro Detroit Bowling and Resource Center's Gold Coach, Lou Marquez.
Hello and welcome back to Bowling IQ. We've had a long season off. Hopefully you've kept in shape, kept fit, using some of the tips that we've used last year. But it's a new season ahead, but what about your equipment? Are you ready to bowl for this year's season? Are you planning your equipment and the strategy for the next level of bowling that's going to approach us? Well, in today's tip, we're going to talk about being ready with our equipment. So you've looked in your bag and you kind of look at your bowling ball and you're saying, hey, whoa, I got a lot of stuff going on here. Maybe I need some new grips. You know, every bowler goes through a season where they think that the grips are just permanent. They're in there forever. They're not, folks. They do wear out. Once a season, have your grips changed or checked and evaluate whether they're getting too loose, or maybe our flexibility's changed in our hand and we need a new style of grip. Very, very important every season. Inspect those grips. Another thing to look for is, what's the condition of the surface of the bowling ball? You know, does that bowling ball need to be touched up? You know, the manufacturer has no idea who's going to purchase this bowling ball. But to match it to your game, you've got to alter that surface. You've got to not only clean the surface, but you've also got to prep the surface and sand it or possibly polish it. There are a lot of great products out there to help us fine-tune that bowling ball to match your style of play. So, a couple of good things to have in your bag. Abralon Textures pads. They're different grades, different grits, and they alter the performance of that ball on the lane. Sometimes you want that ball to go a little longer. You get a finer pad. Sometimes you want to get it to curve a little bit sooner. Grab the lane a little bit more for that oilier environment. Get a coarser pad. Many different pads available out there from a lot of different manufacturers that'll help you fine-tune your game. Also, be prepared to clean your bowling ball, not only wiping it down after every delivery, but cleaning it before you go home. That's the first thing you want to do, because that oil is going to get into that performance ball. You need to repel it, get it out as much as possible. And then, every so many games, maybe 30 to 60 games, have it inspected by your pro shop operator. Maybe you need to get all of that oil from the previous season out through a detoxification process. Very, very important to prep your equipment in preparation for that competition. Those frequent nights of bowling, constantly, week to week. You want to bowl to your best? You got to keep your equipment the best. It's important to keep your stuff ready. So here are some products: cleaner, surface pads, and a fresh set of grips. You'll have a great season next time you bowl. Do you need help raising your bowling IQ? Come and visit us at Metro Detroit Bowling and Resource Center. Until next time, I'm USBC Goal Coach Lou Marquez.
Thanks, Lou. We have more tips, tricks, and techniques to boost your bowling IQ every month on Bowling Showcase. Well, it's almost time for our exciting finale of the Battle of Champions. But before we get to that, let's take a look at some of this season's upcoming MDUSBC tournaments so you can enter and bowl against the best in the state, like these bowlers we have today.
October 22nd marks the return of the MDUSBC Mixed Tournament at Hazel Park Bowl in Hazel Park. This is a very popular 4-person, 2 men and 2 women event in the past, and MDUSBC has brought it back. The entry fee is a low $25 per person, with the emphasis on fun and a little competition. There's also an optional doubles using your tournament scores from the team event. Why not enter today? November 5th is qualifying, and the 6th is match play for the Super Senior Masters at Thunderbolt Lanes in Allen Park. This scratch event is for bowlers 60 years of age and older. George Humphrey will defend his title in this very exciting event. The entry fee is $100, with first place set for $1,000 based on 64 entries. Okay, you high average super seniors, let's lace them up and put your skill to work. The MDUSBC Youth Championship kicks off a run of 5 Sundays on November 6th, ending on December 11th. This always fun-filled event allows our youth members to enjoy tournament competition. The entry fee is only $15 per person per event, with scholarship points up for grabs. The Youth Championship will be held at Century Bowl in Waterford. Why not get your kids out of the house, be active, and try their hand at winning scholarship points? Call the MDUSBC office at 248-443-2695, extension 105 for more information, or visit us at mdusbc.com.
Well, there you have it. Who knows? You may even win one of these tournaments and participate in future Battle of Champions. Okay, let's get back to Mark on the lanes for the exciting conclusion.
Shannon Rowe is our qualifier from the ladies' side. She's our reigning Queens champion in this special 3-ball total pins championship competition. And if there is a tie after 3 balls, then we will do it all over again. Okay, so there's a 9 count for Shannon. And John threw strikes in both rounds of the qualifier to get to this point in the competition. Okay, strike for John. And she does have 9 after the first ball. Okay, good. Oh, she got a 9 count. Very. Okay, another strike for John. So he's got 20 and Shannon's got 18. person with the lower pin count bowls first in the final. Otherwise, if the upper person did, the match may be over while they're sitting on the bench. So Shannon's up, delivering a shot, and a nice strike. So she's got 28 for her three-ball competition. And the competition's over. John Nolen is our Bowling Showcase Battle of Champions champion by throwing 3 strikes in the final match. Well, John, congratulations on your championship there. You bowled great. You threw all those strikes. And you were just a little bit too much for the rest of the competition. So what's your,
I don't know about that.
You know, how do you describe that?
I tell you what, anytime the camera's on, you still get butterflies. There's no doubt about it. I'd be lying if I wasn't nervous. Shannon, she threw it so good, it was just unbelievable.
Yeah, that solid
could have easily,
especially in that
even
7.
Could have easily been 30-30, and we'd have had a bit of a roll-off going, which would have been even more fun.
That's right.
Congratulations to our Battle of Champions winner, John Nolen. We hope you've enjoyed this special edition of Bowling Showcase. Why don't you connect with us at Bowling Showcase on Facebook or YouTube, or email us at bowlingshowcase@gmail.com. Remember, you can get tournament news, watch rebroadcasts of this show, and more at mdusbc.com. For your host, Mark Martin, I'm Stephanie Penxa, and we'll see you next time on Bowling Showcase.